Okay, episode 678. We are gonna go through. These are some of the interesting pennies I just took out from organizing my penny roll bags in the basement. These are some of the interesting ones that I found. I just took out a few, and one of them, which I have not done in a long. It's got to be 2 months, if not four. I feel like it's the sum. I feel like it's 3 or 4 months, maybe 5 months since I've done a searched penny roll. Right, what people did was put checks and initials and other things on their penny rolls that they brought back to the bank, right? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, the only thing I was hoping for was copper. So check I'm going to talk about this ad nauseum. That's what this whole video is going to be dedicated today. A lot of people who are going to watch this video who have not been watching my channel every day for the past at least 6 months. And if you have, you still might not have remembered a video from 6 months ago. And unless you're a avid penny roll hunter who is bringing back. So this is the other crazy thing, man. This is so nuts. This is so crazy. So I get a little excited. I know I get a little excited, and especially if I drink coffee. Right, that's not going to help out my. That's going to amp me up more than anything. Let me take off this. I turned the heat on because it was a little chilly, and I had a sweater on. I don't want to shut the heat off because it's not that. Anyway, I took off my sweater. So anyway, here we go. Episode 678. All right. Now listen to what I'm gonna say. Very carefully. For years and years and years, people filling up penny albums and looking for wheat cents. Or both. Both with an F. Okay. If you're from Brooklyn and you say both, you spell it BOF. Both. All right, for both of them. All right. Okay. Not for nothing. That's a severe wagering. I'll put that to the side. Not that it's worth anything, but I'll put it to the side. All right. People did their penny roll hunting at a bank. The banks gave you all the pennies you wanted, no issues, no nothing. And then when you were done, you went back to the bank and you gave them back the pennies that you searched and you put check marks on it, right? Okay. You put check marks on it so that way you know that you search through the penny roll. There's a good chance at any individual bank that you are the only person. Let me throw that one out. That you're the only person at the bank penny roll hunting. I've been to a lot of banks, and at just about each bank during any given time over the course of years, and the tellers would tell me, yeah, there's one person. Here goes a shiny link, and I will put this to the side. That there is one person who is coin roll hunting, and that's their mark. They put a check, and then they bring it back. So when I first started doing penny roll hunting, we're looking for the flare G. There's no flare G on this. When I started doing penny roll hunting, I used to get super, super, super. Well, not super, super, just super. Like, I'm still looking for flare G's. I don't know. So beat up. I would get kind of upset when I would find people's um, search through penny rolls. I didn't know what the checks meant, the initials meant. Some people write their names on it, not their names like that with the phone number. That means that's something different. When they put a name and a phone number, that means that they're old, and that's what they used to have to do. And if there wasn't 50 pennies in the penny roll, then the teller would take it back out of their account. That's why they put their name and their phone number on the penny rolls 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, because pennies had were more valuable, um, in just in general, right? Like for spending power, purchasing power. All right, here goes our first copper penny, 1973 D. So people had to put their name and phone number on the penny rolls. That way, let's say they put 49 pennies in. Well, all the teller did was subtract the penny from their account, and that's why they had to put their name and phone number on the account. So, but if people put like their initials, they won't put their name. They'll put their initials. I mean, maybe some of them, if their name was Jesse, they might write Jess or something like that, shorthand. So, at each one of these banks, for these couple years that I've been doing this, there has been at least one person there. 1974, copper penny number 2. There has been someone there who penny roll hunts, and they put a check. And I used to get upset when I used to get the penny rolls, because I didn't want to bother. Imagine me going every time I go. No, I don't want those penny rolls. They would be like, get out of here, man. Don't come back here no more. If you're gonna bust out chops, that's what I thought they were gonna say to me anyway. That's a nice shiny Lincoln Memorial. I'll put that. I'm saving these now. So I would take them, and then because I didn't have that many 1998, look for the white AM, no white AM. And because I didn't have that many pennies when I first started doing this penny rolls, I had to search through them. I really didn't want to, but I did. And while I was searching through them, I was like, okay, well, I guess this is all right, because the people are they're putting the copper pennies back in the penny roll. So I was like, what are they searching for? And I remember one of my members told me, they're searching for wheat cents. That's why you don't find any wheat cents. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. So they're searching for wheat cents, and they're putting all the pennies back into the penny roll. I was like, all right, well, that's fine. Now fast forward 2 years, and people wish they could. And I was okay. First of all, I wasn't saying that when I first got them in the beginning, when I didn't know anything was going to happen with the penny. I didn't know what was going on in the world, and it wasn't until like when they started talking about that they're gonna stop making pennies, and I was like, well, I bet you I'm gonna really appreciate these search through penny rolls someday. And look at that. I mean, so they're not making pennies anymore. They're not giving out pennies anymore, basically. And we're still in 2025, and they're gonna make a 2020. So even, oh man, so crazy. So even at this early stage, the early stage and the end of the process of phasing out pennies, November 2025, 2023. Let me look at that under the loop real quick. Um, no extra V. I still appreciate. Look. I'm already enjoying doing these search through penny rolls. No white AM, right? And it's because what? It's because what did they do? They probably searched through for wheat cents, and then just put all the other coins right back in it the way they found it. No white AM. And again, almost like, again, looks like it's copper heavy towards the end. We'll find out in a second. 2003 D. I feel like this is a year or a date I don't see too often with the mint mark Denver. All right, here goes. Look, they don't take out 82s. Look at this. I know you can see it from this distance. They don't. So number one, they don't take out copper and they don't take out 82s. Let me look at that G under the loop. Super, super cool. Super cool. Wow. Could be a double die. Um, the bottom of the S, not there's a notch there, right? Or some shelving, right? But there's also slight separation under the S. I don't know if you can see it on the very bottom of the loop. The U, again, that's a notch, but there's notching all over, and there's a little bit of separation. The N has really good spreading. And then the Liberty really almost looks extra thick, to be honest with you. This could be a double die. So they're definitely not taking out copper. They're definitely not taking out 82s, which is right. So they're not, I don't know what they're doing, to be honest with you. Right. Oh yeah, they're looking for wheat cents, like I like I said earlier. They're looking for wheat cents. Maybe they're filling up a penny album, and this is just their hobby, which is super cool, right? Which is super cool, especially when people thought they were gonna have pennies for their hobby's over now. They can't get penny rolls from the bank anymore. That's it for their hobby. The thing that they were doing for fun and probably took for granted is over. Is over. So what I will say is this: there is less copper than I would. Well, so far, we're not done yet. So far, there is less copper in some of these previously searched. Again, they might have taken out one or two pennies for their penny album. There might have been, a wheat cent in there. So you're talking about, if it's missing, if the penny rolls, if they take out three or four, um, two or three copper Lincolns, and then they take out a wheat cent, you're talking about three or four pennies that you would have loved to have found. Oh, this is nice. 83. What do you think? Shiny? Yeah, pretty shiny. That you would have loved to have found that somebody has taken out. Now, not ideal, right? But I'm thinking that at some point in the future, you're not even going to care, right? When there's no. So these might be the penny rolls that maybe I want to search through at some point in the future. Like maybe when I'm getting, or maybe I'll do one here and I'll do one there, because they are definitely a little less interest. Well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that they're less interesting. Good chance you're not. You definitely have. I mean, I've never found a really wicked double die um, with very clear. The one that I did find that I forgot what year it was, the 63 or the 72. I forgot what, or 73, whatever one it was that I found. Um, it could have been a double die. It was most likely though, like a severe case of mechanical doubling. After I did a lot of research on it. So I would still say I've never found a true uh, non lesser a greater variety double die. I've never found a greater variety double die. So the chance that one of these people found it and took it out. I mean, obviously, if they would have saw it, they would have taken it out. And we got a nice 2017 P. All right. Oh man, I tell you. And why did I put this one to the side for? Oh, that's the one that had that uh, strong ridge ring. and a 2017 P. So not the worst penny roll, not the best penny roll, not the worst penny roll. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like the federal wrap penny rolls, the weaker ones. These federal wrap penny rolls that I've been doing lately on the channel are like they've been super. They've been great. All right, and you can see right that the time that I went through, even with all the talking I did, where we're at about the 15-minute mark, and that's never the case with with those heavy copper laden penny rolls. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. We got 5 copper pennies, which that's okay. 5 copper. So okay. So more of the story. And they put in 82. They put the 2017 P. And they put in 4 nice copper pennies. That these search through penny rolls, the ones you find at checks. A lot of these people who were doing it back in the day were just looking to fill in penny albums and looking for wheat cents. A lot of them are still good for the type of penny roll hunting that I do on this channel, which is looking for the lesser known varieties. So that's something that a lot of people just don't know how to do, right? So for example, this 82, I'm gonna go to Copper Coins now to the date page. I'm gonna go to 1982. We're gonna go to he does make the different high grade photos. Okay. We're gonna go to 1P1DO. Look at this. Right from the beginning, he has the extra thickness. He has the extra thickness pictures, which is kind of funny. See, they're not $8, but still $8 is $8, you know. And I'm gonna look for the ones. He only has 3 of them. Okay, so it is pretty much the extra thickness is what they're showing, and on the God they got, and you see, I kind of feel. Let me look at the God again. And is that for cop? Is that on the? Yeah, it is on the copper one. Yeah, look at that G. Oh wow, what's my pointer? Wow. And I'm just noticing it now, but look at the good separation or the extra thickness right there on the right side of the G. And I haven't even looked at this under the loop yet. I don't think I have I? I don't know if I have. Hmm. I gotta be honest with you. See, then I look at something under the loop and it looks a little different to me. Man, I mean, I said extra thickness. The funny thing is probably closer to me extra wide. Extra thickness is the double die variety. Hard to tell, man. I gotta be honest. It looks more like extra wide, which means basically worn, which means it could be a worn out die. You know? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let me look at the Liberty. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take that one back. I'm thinking it's just deteriorated die, and I mean there on the S there is a little bit of shelving, not shelving, not mechanical shelf. It looks like there could be a little bit of a doubling on the S to the bottom right. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to see it with the in the camera. Separation. That's really it. And I'll be honest with you, that could just be a mark on the field. All right, so I'm gonna go for no dice on the double die with this. Just some really nice mechanical doubling. It was just kind of all over the motto, so I'm gonna make an excuse. And that G, damn, that G sure did look. It's, you know what it is. It's just a wave in the G. It's just a wave. I mean, now could it be extra thickness? Could this? I mean, anything's possible, man. You know what I mean? I'm not a numismatist, man. The G does look cool though. I'll take a picture of that. Does look cool. All right. Anyway, this is why 15-minute videos turn into 25-minute videos because I don't shut up. A little bit of a grease strike there. What's that on the edge, on the rim? Just some shapes, right? Some damage. All right. I'll see you in the next episode. God bless.